What if you could make music with an AI? Tools on the market today will already let you make a whole song from a single prompt. But what if you could actually jam on it without giving up all your creative control? I built this entire house track from scratch. I didn't use a mouse and I didn't click a single note in a DAW. Instead, I had a conversation with Codex, which is a coding assistant made by OpenAI. We programmed this entire groove using a custom file format I designed called OP-XY loop. It sends all the musical information to this amazing little device that teenage engineering made called the OP-XY. Let's break down how we went from a blank slate to a finished loop. Every track needs a foundation. I knew I wanted a house track, so I started with the most obvious request. And just like that, the AI agent gets it. It understands the idea of a 4 on the floor kick pattern and the backbeat snare. It does this by writing JSON code. This lets the AI think about beats just like we would on a classic drum machine, except now using simple text patterns. My hope is this will be intuitive for both humans and a coding assistant to work with. With the drums locked in, it was time for a bass line. Again, the prompt was simple and conversational. And boom, it makes an offbeat, pumping bass line. The JSON file is our digital multitrack, and we're building the song one layer and one prompt at a time. The 4-bar loop was getting solid, but it was getting a little repetitive at the same time. A real track needs evolution, so I asked the AI to expand the song structure and add some personality. This is where it gets really interesting. The AI integrates a creative word like sparkle and translates it into concrete musical ideas. It extends the loop to 8 bars and adds a crash cymbal for impact and programs a classic tom and snare fill on the final bar. Next, the track needed harmony. I asked for a chord progression that fit the vibe. The AI immediately sets the key for the song to C minor, then writes a classic moody house progression. It can do this because the loop format is musically intelligent. It's built to understand concepts like key, mode, and even abstract chord symbols like C major 7th or A flat major 7th. This allows me to talk to the AI in musical terms, not just raw MIDI numbers, and it automatically updates the bass line to follow a new chord. Now you might be thinking, I can just use a tool like Suno or Udio to generate a song from a prompt. And really, you'd be right. Those tools are incredible, but they offer a different experience. With them, you give up most of your creative control for the convenience of a finished product. This is different. It's this kind of like the spirit of vibe coding with a feedback loop. The track was getting a bit dense, so I wanted to create some space and interaction between the instruments. Watch this. The AI analyzes the melody it just wrote and carves out space by deleting notes, and then has a new arpeggiator track answer in those exact gaps. This isn't just generating, it's arranging. We took it even further. I asked the AI to make the drums support the new dynamic. The result is incredible. The AI completely reprograms the hi-hats. They become sparse when the melody calls, and then switch to a busier, more energetic pattern when the ARP responds. This is the kind of nuance and decision-making that brings a track to life, and it's fun to work with. So why go through all this trouble? Why use code and this little synth instead of a powerful DAW like Ableton Live? Well, for one, I'm a programmer who's always been curious about making music. My real interest lies in the bigger picture, the arrangement, the overall sound design, the feel of a track. But honestly, I don't have a deep background in musical theory. This is where the coding assistant becomes an incredible partner. When I ask for a chord progression in F minor 7, it knows what that means and how to build one that fits the house genre. It handles the harmonization, suggesting chords and a bass line that work together, freeing me up to focus on creative direction. It's like having a music theory expert on call. This whole collaboration process is made possible by the loop file format. It's the shared language, the digital sheet music, if you will, that lets me and the coding assistant communicate perfectly. But beyond that, there are two other key reasons for this approach. First, creative constraints. A tool like Ableton is a universe of infinite choice, which can be paralyzing, especially for me. By limiting ourselves to the OPXY synth engine and tracks, it creates a focused sandbox. It forces me to be more creative with less. Plus, the OPXY has a fantastic MIDI implementation, making it a perfect physical body for our AI's musical brain. Second, this is building towards a much bigger goal. I really want to give the AI the ability to hear what it's making. The plan is to route the sound from the OPXY back into a computer to be analyzed in real time. We can feed the AI psychoacoustic metrics. This is data that describes how humans actually perceive sounds. Things like the spectral centroid, which corresponds to the brightness of a sound, or the Mel frequency sequestral coefficient, which is the key to identifying timbre in sounds, or the spectral flatness to determine if a sound is tonal or more like noise. Imagine being able to say, make the lead synth cut through the mix more, and the AI could actually tweak the parameters and listen to the result, iterating until it achieves the goal based on real audio feedback. This, to me, is the future of music making with machines. It's not about replacing the artist, it's about giving the artist the ultimate collaborator, one that can speak the language of code, music, and eventually sound itself. Thanks for watching. If you're excited about this experiment, let me know in the comments what you think I should build next and add to this. And also let me know if you'd be interested in me opening up the repository for this so other people can come along and vibe code their music as well.